Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV and Catwoman. Meow meow meow. Catwoman's delicious. I mean, she's come back and she's sexier than ever. um, so what do we got here? So I bought this because of the Jim Balent and Joe Duffy run, but it does include other earlier, series from the 80s. Now I was a kid when this was coming out, and I remember the older kids in the 90s, somewhere around when Mortal Kombat came out. That's my time frame reference. And they were going like, "Oh, Catwoman, man!" And I obviously was not going to jump on that because I don't know. This was not kid friendly at all, and also the fact that I think that you had to have read other comics for you to be able to sort of know what was going on. And yeah, anyway, so this is Barry Kitson doing the work with Mindy Newell. Okay. Bruce Patterson's doing the inking. This is nice work. I feel that these series are a little bit more grown up, and it would have gone over my head. It's got a lot of violence and whatnot. It's Selena Kyle's getting rough with like gangsters and whatnot. So if you're interested on getting to know the lore of the femme fatale that's Catwoman and all her, stories, and you just love Catwoman in general, I guess, and her outfit. Yeah, this is the way to go. So he's got suggested for mature readers, so they're acknowledging that this miniseries by Mindy Newell, it's more grown up material on it, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to talk about much of all of these because of the I don't want to spoil things. I'll come back later on after I've done a massive read on things. But I guess again the other thing is that this is cool, this book, because it's got like pretty good traction and things, and it's the same size as the Epic line. Hold on, give me 1 second. And I'm back with Ghost Rider. So you can sort of see that it's 1-to-1 to the Epic line of comics that Marvel's sort of putting out there. They're pretty much the same size, and it's the same format, soft cover and whatnot. But going back to it again, if you don't want to go and collect the old publications, this is a pretty good way to come in and collect this in this nice, sort of soft glossy paper. Direct mail. I like to call this direct mail. Paper. The inkings come out flawless on this thing. The reproduction of the printing is really cool. Like to know what this looks like on normal paper stock, comic book stock. It would be interesting to see the color separation and everything. So anyway, this is pretty awesome what they put in the collection. So you got that 4-volume run. They include in the covers, which is the one thing that I always sort of make a comment. It's like, why didn't you include the cover exactly in the format that they've done here? Nice art. It's a lot of heads talking in most of it, and a little bit of action. And Selena sort of hanging out with the Night Crusader, with Batman. It's part 4. I don't know how much the floppies are retailing for, so it'd be interesting to see the cost of that for this mini series. I don't think it would be that much. I flirted with the idea of going to collect the Jim Balent, what do you call it, 90 series, just because. Ooh, nice catnip. And Batman getting some action. Oh wow. She scratches him after she's, what do you call it, him. Wow. I want you to hurt me. Whoa, that's an awesome cover. He looks like Glenn Farry, but it's not Glenn Farry. I know, I think I know who this dude is, but his name escapes me. Who did the inner? Tom Grindberg, and Dick Giordano did the inking, and Peter Milligan's doing his run on this. So it's cool because they included all those little short stories on it. But we're here for the reboot. I like to call it a reboot with the new sexy outfit. Yes, Cyborg and Blue Devil make an appearance in this Catwoman showcase. The stories are cool because they're kind of like on their own sort of part of the DC universe. So it's not, taking part of the whole, big picture. See what I'm talking about? It's like violence. More violent sort of like view to things, and people getting shot down and whatnot. Selena being, Selena, look, she's just scratching around. So that's pretty much grown up material. Wonder if they're putting for mature readers. No, they're not putting that. It's still in the code of authority. Wow. They pushed the envelope on this. And the Hulk. No, I'm joking. Oh, Brian Bolland. That's awesome. The Flash and the Blue Devil. That's awesome. Let's take a look at that. Sexy, sexy Catwoman. So, okay, so this showcase, how many issues was this? Part 4, so another part 4 issue. And here's the money. The money's sexy, sexy Catwoman. I remember older kids. Oh, maybe, yeah, older kids. I think my cousins, I don't know. There's a bit of a gap between me and my cousins, like around 10-year gap, if not 15, with some of them, and they were into some of this sort of thing. For obvious reasons, this is awesome. Sexy, sexy Catwoman. But the art is pretty cool. What Jim Balent is doing here is awesome. So Joe Duffy's at writing duties, and then we got Dick Giordano doing his inking. Yeah, this is cool. I don't mind this new digital coloring because it's not insultingly bright, or they're trying to put silly special effects on glares like this. It's all flat, good coloring. So being very respectful, and it's actually complementing the inking. So that, which is the thing that it should be doing, not outshining the inking. And the Wolverine's in there. Bane. This is just before Nightfall, I think. I haven't talked about Nightfall. We gotta talk about Nightfall. Look at this. This is what Mr. Balent is good at. Look at those dynamic poses. I mean, okay, so the more labor that you do with inking, the more that you do work on the pose, the more rigid it's going to look. But I don't think his work is suffering from that. He's very good at what he's doing here. Pretty outstanding. Jim must be a very tight penciler. It doesn't look loose. It's just pretty tight. Anyway, so wow, outstanding. One cover after the next. Somewhere in Central South America, somewhere. Catwoman doing cat cowboy military adventures. I'm joking. So okay, Nightfall. So talking about Batman being injured, and this is Jean Paul, I think, taking the mantle of Batman. Butt shot, nice bikini shot. Yeah, it's pretty iconic. I mean, this is what I remember Catwoman being back in the 90s. The big claws and pissed off and sexy. And if that worked for you, I mean, the machine gun one. There was like one crazy one with the cover with the machine gun. Wow. Dark Souls. I mean, the Lost Souls. Yeah, okay, so we got the new Batman there. Jean-Paul Valley, whatever. Very Creole name. Awesome covers. Wow. So again, this is a pretty good opportunity to come in and get these stories. Look at that, that's awesome. To get all these stories all encapsulated in one book. Catwoman goodness. Maybe that should be the thumbnail. Oh my god. Yeah. Fantasy time. I wonder how many more series of these are gonna be printing. I don't know. Look, I'm not the biggest Catwoman fan, but this I picked up because I sort of went, you know what, this is cool. Something from my childhood that I kind of skipped. Look at this. This is mental. Balent, 1994. I was a boy back then. A young boy. Yeah, this is where things getting a little bit more science fiction-y. Look at that. That's awesome. Bruce is back. Good old Bruce. All right. I wonder if you guys picked this up back in the day. Would love to know if that was the case, and what you think of Selina Kyle as a character, or as a what do you call it? As an entity in the DC universe, because I think this is a lot of fun. Okay, let's leave it with that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. And yes, Hot Comics. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.